Dear bully, I always wonder why would you pick on people? Have you ever heard the phrase of don't do it to other people if you don't want them to do it too? I think you shouldn't bully, and it makes other people upset. And don't forget, other people has feelings too.
My name is Caitlin Appleby. I'm a prevention educator for the Addictions Care Center of Albany. I go around to Albany and Albany County public schools. So that consists of Cohoes, Ravenna, Albany City, some of the more rural schools, and I do bullying prevention and substance abuse prevention.
What is your definition of bullying?
My definition of bullying consists of 3 parts. First part is that harm is intended. It has to be done on purpose. It was intentionally, behavior that was intentionally caused. Second part is that it has to be repeated. It has to be done over and over again. And the third part is that it has to have been going on for a long period of time.
What can I do if I am being bullied?
You need to talk about it. That's what I always first say. I don't care if it's mom, if it's dad, if it's an aunt, a teacher, a bus driver, a friend's parent. You need to have a trusted adult in your life that you can go to and talk to about everything. So kind of coming up with an action plan as to, all right, you know, I noticed that I'm getting bullied in this certain area at this certain time. Maybe that's a place that I could avoid. You know, coming up with different strategies as to, you know, maybe how to interact with people differently, or, you know, staying away from those people, changing groups of friends. But the biggest thing is to talk about it, because getting those feelings out, and if we don't talk about it, we can't solve the problem.
What are the signs of bullying?
Well, you can look at 2 ways. You can look at it, you know, signs of victims who are being bullied, or, you know, actually looking at the bullies who are doing the bullying. Some of the warning signs kind of cross over. For victims who are being bullied, it's a kind of a decrease in activity in school, not doing things that they used to love to do. You know, stop playing basketball, stop doing music, but also a decline in grades is another big one. If their grades start slipping, they're usually B students, and all of a sudden they're getting C's and D's. Withdrawing from social activities. You know, your daughter used to be the social butterfly of the, you know, cheerleading squad, and all of a sudden she doesn't want to go to the games and cheer anymore because maybe she's fearful of somebody seeing her and, you know, making fun of her while she's at that social event. But also just withdrawing at home too, shutting down, getting angry very quickly, not wanting to talk about what's going on at school. So those are all kind of what we call classic warning signs for kids who are being bullied. But for kids who are bullying, you have to watch out for acts of aggression, them being aggressive towards animals or other siblings, just looking for signs of substance abuse too. It's another big one. Unfortunately, bullies tend to cope with whatever they're dealing with in a risky or negative way. So, you know, criminal behavior is one too, stealing, acting out at school, defying authority. So those are kind of a little bit different for the bullies.
What do I do if my child is being bullied?
If your child is being bullied, I say the same thing. Talk to them about it. You need to have an open conversation. That nonchalant kind of unstructured conversations tend to elicit a little bit better responses from kids. They don't feel like they're in the hot seat being interviewed. It's just a casual conversation. So talk to your kids about what's happening, and then contact the school.
How would you investigate a bullying incident?
So definitely separate the parties, and, you know, try to do separate investigations, make an educated decision, you know, make sure the punishment fits the crime, and then make sure everything is documented.
What are appropriate consequences of engaging in bullying behavior?
Bullying, and when people bully, there's reasons why people bully. Things are going on at home, sibling rivalries. There's issues there that need to be addressed. So, you know, just punishing a bully and not trying to find out why they're doing what they're doing is very ineffective, because obviously if you're not going to the root cause of why they're doing it, they're going to keep on doing it. So making sure that you don't just skate over why the bully's doing what they're doing. If a student is more a part of the process, they're less likely to do it again. If you're just kind of telling them what to do and you're just shouting out, you know, giving them punishments, they're really not learning anything from it. A consequence for bullying needs to be a learning experience, because if you're not learning about what you did wrong and how to correct it, you're just going to engage in the same behavior again.
Deeper. Why do you like to bully people if they don't bully you? What would it feel like if you were bullied? Because I know what it feels like. I've been bullied a lot, and it feels very upsetting that you.
Speak up, stand up, you know, do something, because really, you know, what I try to teach my students is that you need to be empowered. You are the ones doing it to each other. It's not the adults bullying you. It's not you bullying the adults. If you see something happening, you need to step up and do something if you don't like it, because otherwise that problem of bullying is just going to continue.